Alrighty, happy Monday. Happy what date is it? It's December 29th over here. I'm back in the US, back in the West Coast right now, back home. Sucks, but it is what it is. Vacation was good. Just got bored of it. I mean, how long can you be out and whatnot, right? So anyways, when we're back to making these type of videos, these type of trade recaps so you can watch it not just once, hopefully a little bit more or whatever, and however many times it actually takes for you to actually absorb the content and then learn, right? So it kind of was an interesting day. It wasn't hard. It definitely wasn't the easiest either. I do think it was one of my A setups, not A plus, maybe an A minus as well. Look, you see where I have the blue line, right? Basically, right on top of that. Uh, what is it? The purple box. Look, so we came up, came down, came up, dropped, came back up. Seems like we bounced off of here, then we went back up, and when we came back here, then we had a massive push off, retested the support, and had a nice push up, right? So it clearly demonstrates we are doing something over here. We're holding something very, very choppy for this little area over here. Seems like, but you had to really keep in mind this little doji over here, right? Because when she came up, she had that huge wick, basically marking weakness on the top. Came back down, and then it had this little push. I mean, a little retest, and it had a push, right? So, and let me just delete that so you can see it again. Just take a little look. Same thing over here when we broke past this little, blue line, my little support line. She retested it, pushed back up. And again, when she bounced over here, came back up. Yeah, sure, it wasn't massive, and it kind of looked like we wanted to make support into resistance, because then she tapped it and then she went back down, right? So, ideally, I was hoping to see it bounce off the blue line, but even then, this whole rectangle, the bottom over here of the rectangle would have been my stop loss. Basically, this whole thing is my little zone, right? So, each candle are in increments of 15 minutes. We try to always get to our desk, do our little markups right before the 6:15 to 6:30 candle, right? That's the pre-market candle, like officially the last pre-market candle, if you will, on a 15-minute time frame. Now, kind of weird because when I came onto a chart, I kind of saw this, and then we broke it, and at first I thought maybe we could see it hold support over here, but then I was looking to the left over here. We have these candles holding support here, and this one's down here. So you see how basically you can't say there's something over here when there's nothing here, right? I mean, if you're gonna argue this, it did go. Oh shoot! Why am I using that arrow? It went up, it broke past it, came back down, and then it went back up. Yeah, sure, it did have a little retest and then went back up, but in all seriousness, you wouldn't really consider that as a support or resistance zone, right? Maybe temporary, and maybe you could definitely use that to your advantage on smaller time frames. But it doesn't hold true to the 15-minute time frame, right? This is, in my humble opinion, not the first, not even the second, not even the third, maybe the fourth or fifth time frame that I came across to in my 9 years worth of trading. And then I was like, you know what? This is the most stable and the most consistent time frame for the setups, right? Because there's no fake outs on this time frame, and it's big enough and small enough at the same time, kind of contradictory to each other, but at the same time it shows you everything that you need to know in order how to read the charts, right? Funny enough, I'm not sure the Discord later. I just really want to just get over with this recap and just post it, right? So for those people who actually do watch my videos, do like my videos, and who show enormous amount of support and love, and also just apply it to their own charts and trade on demo accounts, or trade, paper trading on TradingView. I mean, that makes me really fucking happy. I really can't explain to anybody else how happy that makes me. It does cheer me up. It does put the brightest and the biggest smile on my face, because at the end of the day, I want you guys to learn from my mistakes and do better. I'm not here to compete, but if you guys do better than me, and when you guys do better than me, remind me. send a DM, right? When you're profitable, send a DM. When you make profit, just send a screenshot of it. I'm gonna be each and every one of your number one fan, right? I will always, always, always love seeing people succeed in trading because it's ego is the biggest killer. It's the biggest and the most common factor in the trading space that basically kills everybody. And the fact that there's prop firms right now. The idea of prop firms is good. It's great. It's amazing. But it's one of those things too good to be true. Somebody calls you up and says, "I'll give you $5,000 if you give me $5." In hindsight, you might not think of that as prop firms, but when you understand what book A and book B trading means, and when you compare charts, when you compare legit brokers' charts, compare your trading platform charts to prop firm charts, you'll be like, wow. And you know, it's funny, when you buy one of those challenges, you actually sign a legal document saying that you agree, and it says it in like one of those million tiny words, right? I mean, it's a contract overall that company is not responsible for their loss, and you cannot sue them at any cost. Now, I do know two prop firms that, but they were much smaller, but one of them actually created a space and created and not just explored the idea of profit, but it also paved the pathway of using borrowed money, right? Of basically fake money and the bubble, the illustration of, or I should say the illusion of just buying a $50, $100, $150,000 account that's basically that you could put on your credit card or a debit card as a transaction, right? That falsifies and just illusions everything when it comes to trading. And it definitely does not feel real on your mental nor emotionally, right? So look, but it's stress free. If you don't have much money and if that's your biggest way, and that might be your only way in trading, you definitely are on a huge timeline because you need to understand a good strategy for one, master it, and get as much back testing hours and what they call forward testing as well, so you can get market experience, live market experience by the damn second, right? So if anything that I just said is about you, watch these videos, learn it, soak as much information you can, binge watch all my videos, look, right? Because I'm probably really close to hitting 360,000 this month, right? I think we still have 2 more days, to be honest, but because it's the 29th. So yeah, so that's including not just from trading, I mean just from everything in general. Now, from trading itself, I might be up it's 95% of my, probably 98% of my income, to be brutally honest. So anyways, back to the charts, right? I kind of thought we could hold here again. There's no valid proof that we could be holding down here, up here. But what I did know is that at market opening, if she bounces this line or even pre-market, then we can basically see a curl back all the way, and it's going to break this blue line. It's going to come all the way, and we could easily see something here because look, wick retest, came down, retest, double retest as a matter of fact, pushed up, came down, came back down, push up, and we came over here, we were kind of lingering, and then you see this little red candle here, it definitely did that, a little retest, and then it just flushed, right? So we were due for some type of resistance somewhere if we were going to hold support down here. Now let me clear some of these things up, right? Just so it's a little bit cleaner for you guys. There we go. That looks so much better. Now, as soon as the next candle happened, and I saw it literally had just wicked my blue line, and I was like, at the time it was a blue line, and then I had entered immediately, which was basically it was a 15-pointer. Yeah, it was a little 15-pointer of a delay. because of the lag, latency, connection. And by the time I actually put in an order compared to my lot size, enter my lot size. By the time I actually entered in on MT4, that's the time that I get filled. So it was 14 points late. Funny enough, I did move my stop loss. So I know a lot of you guys always request this. So this gray line, dotted line, is where my entry always is. If you watch any of my previous videos, so this is exactly what I was expecting, right? What is that? Oh, that risk to reward ratio is a solid 2. Now, once a trade goes in my favor, I give it, say, around, don't quote me. All right, a lot of people come at me because I always say in my previous videos, I move my stop loss once it hits 10 points. It's around 10 points. So just to, you have to get a good sense of how much of a breather, how much of a space a trade needs. Every trade is different than the previous and is different than your best or your worst trade. It's different. Every trade is different. So anyways, the moment she came right here is when I had moved my stop loss above my entry, and at that point I'm just trailing my stop loss, right? Trailing my stop loss. Funny enough, basically when she was in this little area, if you will, she was lingering for like the longest time. And she was just moving up, moving down. It was in increments of 20 points, right? So up, down, and I just kept trailing my stop loss. And I was like, if she cuts me off, that's a decision I completely was fine, that I was completely okay with. But if she basically just shot up, I don't know, if I'm up in profit, and if I follow my rules, in this case moving my stop loss, managing my trade, that's what you call trade management, to secure some profits. You guys gotta think about it. You have to treat this not just like a business, but a damn job. If you show up, make some damn profits. Don't walk away break even. That's some pussy shit, right? When you work for a bank and stuff like that, you will get fired on a damn spot, and it's like a huge embarrassment. It's like a walk of shame. Oh, he did day trader 103, did not move the stop loss. He was up 40 fucking bands. Oh, now he walked away with just $3. It's the dumbest feeling in this industry when you do it professionally. Okay, so pay yourself. You showed up. Be kind. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Pay yourself. That's exactly what I did. Even if it's $5, $10, $20, I'm paying myself. Right? People just don't understand that. And it's always the prop firm traders, the new traders, and I get it. With prop firms, I guess there's all these rules, and some of the rules is something based off consistency, or you can't move stop loss. I don't know. Just prop firm traders seem like a whole different breed of non-profitable traders, in all honesty. But it's okay. You live to learn. You live and learn. So I'm gonna take that out. I want to take this one out too, just so I can show you. Actually, I'll leave it. And then market opening, right? So, guys, keep in mind the pre-market. It literally wicked my fucking support, ran up. Say it's 52 points. My broker, it was just 30 points, to be honest. You are gonna have a difference in points with each brokers and whatnot. Anyways, look, market opening. She came all the way back down, and exactly where it entered, I got in an entry again. Now, in hindsight, I didn't think that she was going to come back up because she was coming down. She was coming down. It was just a matter of a few seconds that she could break this and just plummet. Because, guys, I told you guys, 52 points up. She made that massive drop. But I had no idea. Even on my second trade, so I took 2 buys, right? First buy, it was actually this green wick over here. Again, just using the 1 minute time frame just to demonstrate it and to illustrate it for you guys, just to make things easy. I got into this green candle here. So when I entered, I was in slight drawdown, but at the same time, it was nothing crazy. That's when you have to completely understand the risk. And then this one, as soon as I got in a buy, I actually got on this red candle. She did come down a little bit again, but at the same time, it was a perfect buy. I took profits up here. Crazy enough, she was stalling here again, and at that point I did not think that we could have a massive run, because looking back to the bigger time frame, the only time frame that anybody should be looking at, again, I just wanted to see it basically hold something right here. And even if we came close to it, I was like, I'm not gonna be stubborn, right? I'm not gonna be stubborn, because you have to look to the left. What did the left do? So for me, very, very fair day. I made, even though I'm trading my small account, it doesn't have, enough capital yet to take bigger lot sizes. So it's really, I have to find peace in making 40, 50, 60. This morning I made $67 in profit, which is the second biggest amount on the account, second biggest profitable day or profit day on the account. I gotta just take what the market gives, right? Especially with a small account. Now on my work account, now that's a 6-figure fucking plus day, because that account has a much bigger amount of money and capital, right? So it's, everything is just based off of your lot size, but you have to know how to read charts. You have to learn how to actually understand charts. You have to learn how to actually trade in general. So look, that's basically all. I mean, I wanted to showcase. Funny enough, when she came here, she did come back down. That was something I was just taking a look while I was sitting in my hands. I did not take no trade. I did not take a sell here. I mean, I'm not really interested in taking multiple trades when I'm already up, right? Also considering the fact that I was also on a plane. So anyways, crazy enough, she came all the way back down, did wicket, and it just seemed like every single time she look, every single time. I mean, I'm seeing this right now, to be honest, because I was not aware of what happened. So you can see now we're back to the live markets, because you can see the active timer. We were in replay mode before. But it's just crazy. Every time it came down, pushed up, came down, pushed up, came down, pushed up, came down, pushed up. It was holding this zone beautifully, right? So that's, look, in terms of